Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm Arlene Marks, and I'm delighted to bring you the top stories from Israel every Monday to Thursday on this very channel. So let's start off by looking at the top stories that are making headlines in Israel, and like we do every day, because it is just dominating headlines, and Israel is no exception, let's look at the latest developments with COVID-19 in Israel. So before we get into the updates, let's take a look at those stats. And the latest numbers are that since the start of the pandemic, we have had 16,650 confirmed cases of COVID-19, with 276 fatalities. In serious condition, we have 52 people, 42 on ventilators. At the moment, we have 3,077 people still infected, but 13,299 people have recovered. So with the numbers doing so well, we have also seen announcements today that there will be lifting of further restrictions. From tomorrow, all 136 of Israel's beaches will open, and next week, the 27th of May, we will see bars, clubs and restaurants reopening, of course with strict social distancing norms. Tables are expected to be at least a meter apart, and people's temperatures will be tested on the beaches. People will be expected to keep at least 2 meters apart. And also very exciting news is that the authorities have been in talks with several countries where the infections are very low, and these countries include Greece, Cyprus, Austria, Montenegro and Georgia and the Seychelles. These are areas where the numbers of infections are low, and we can perhaps start flights. When these flights will resume, it hasn't been announced, but it will start. Also in talks at the moment is to open up event halls for those big events like weddings and corporate events, but that is still under discussion. At the moment, because we are enduring a tremendous heat wave with temperatures reaching as high as 45 degrees Celsius on the mercury, the health authorities have said that at least until the heat wave is over, it is not mandatory to wear masks. They want to save from dehydration, and also a wet mask doesn't really help prevent the spread of COVID-19. Some controversy today coming from Israel's former health minister, Yaakov Litzman. He is now the housing minister. He has been replaced by the former speaker of the Knesset, Yuli Edelstein, but he has said he had very little to do with Israel's COVID-19 strategy, and he was updated here and there. And he also made some nasty accusations, like calling people who criticized his wearing of a strimal or his opening of IKEA ahead of time as anti-Semitic. But of course, in the world of politics, we are seldom devoid of controversy. Looking further afield to Iran, and Israel's former Minister Intelligence head Amos Yadlin said that the alleged attack or cyber attack on a port in Iran could be a retaliatory strike on Iran's attempt at a cyber attack on Israel's water infrastructure just a couple of weeks ago. And Iran have announced that they will be setting up a virtual embassy in a place called Palestine. But okay, whatever you say, Jack, it's your virtual embassy. And in other news, last week we spoke about the horrific death or killing of an IDF soldier and the subsequent interference with his place of rest. Well, police announced yesterday that they have arrested a 41-year-old woman from Rishon LeZion who has done this. This is the second time she's done this. The first time was the grave of her husband, and it is believed that the woman is in tremendous mental health pain following her surviving a terror attack several years ago, and it is our hopes that she gets the care and attention that she needs. In the meantime, Golani soldiers have been standing guard to protect the resting place of First Sergeant First Class Amit Ben Yigal. May his memory be blessed. Those are your top stories making headlines in Israel today. I have to say that we here are feeling a little bit more excited day by day as we see these restrictions lifting, and we hope that this is a trend that will not just continue here but spread throughout the world, because our numbers are really, really looking good. But if you're looking for something to do while you're in lockdown, check out our website at www.layoftheland.online. You can read about an article from the former president of South Africa many decades ago, Jan Smuts, his grandson's take on how that former president would have handled the COVID crisis in South Africa. And I must just stress that Jan Smuts was the president before the apartheid regime came into effect. Also, don't forget you can check out our content on our Facebook page, and if you're there looking at what we're posting, please give us a like or a follow and invite your friends to do the same. And don't forget that we all play an important role in getting Israel's story out to the world, and we can do this by subscribing to the Israel Brief YouTube channel. Find us at the Israel Brief, click on the subscribe button, and let's get Israel out to the masses. So from another sweltering day in Israel, I'm Rolene Marks. This is the Israel Brief. We'll talk again tomorrow.